When Raila Amolo Odinga entered into the race to replace the current African Union Commission chairperson, Musa Faki, there was one candidate that later plunged into the very race that was giving Raila sleepless nights. The person I'm talking about is from Somali, the former Somali Deputy Prime Minister, who is also, I think, the Foreign Affairs Minister in Somalia. Fauzia Yusuf Adams was a thorn in the flesh to Raila's candidature. Many people said that the only serious contender that Raila had to deal with was this very gallant lady here. I was told she speaks, I don't know, 7 languages. And the main reason why Raila feared, or most of the Raila supporters feared this lady, is because of the Francophone countries. Many thought because they've got penchant of voting together. And so many thought that if Raila was going to face this lady among other candidates, then this lady would give him a run for his money. But as at the time, the closing date when the candidates were presenting their papers, Fauzia Yusuf, who was being supported by Somali's President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud, dropped out of the race. Now, today, she visited Raila, she paid Raila a courtesy call and declared her full support to Raila Amolo Odinga. And this is going to boost Raila's chances of now clinching that seat. In fact, after this, many people said that it is now for Raila to lose. This is how things went.
We have here with us Madam Fauzia Yusuf Adan from the Republic of Somalia, who has come to pay a courtesy call on us here today. And she has got the word.
I'm very pleased to be here and meet Right Honorable Raila Odinga. And I was a candidate for the African Union chairpersonship. Today, I've decided to also step down and support His Honorable Raila Odinga. I am in the spirit of Pan-Africanism and for Eastern Africa unity and development. I would like to support his candidacy, and I'm very pleased to do it. Somalia, as Right Honorable Odinga said before, Somalia and Kenya are sister countries. We therefore need to be working towards closer relationship for that also. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I really want to say that I'm very grateful to my sister here for the generosity she has exhibited by accepting to step down in our favor. And she has also assured me that she will work together with me in this campaign so that we can be able to bring this seat here back home. Somalia and Kenya are sister countries. And that's why when Somalia was in distress, Kenyans went to her aid. And we continue to do our best as a nation to help them to restore peace and stability in that country. We want to bring the entire continent of Africa together. We want Africa to unite and speak with one voice. We don't want to be talking about Christians and Muslims, Anglophone, Francophone, Russophone. We want Africa to be one united continent. And it's only through the unity of our people that Africa will be able to harness its potential and be able to play a major role in the international community of nations. So I'm very happy with this, and we are now rolling because the applications were closed on the 6th of this month. There are 4 candidates right now, and we are saying that may the best one win. Thank you very much.
I think Raila Amolo Odinga and his supporters must be one of the happiest today after that endorsement. Now, I want us to understand that when Adams presented herself, it was not only herself, but she was sponsored by Somali as a government, by President Sheikh. And so even for her to drop out of the race, they had discussed this at a personal level, and I believe it was a government to government kind of deal, because there's no way your president can nominate you to go for such a prestigious position and you just drop without informing her or him. And so this is something that they had discussed. Even for her to come to pay Raila a visit, a call, this is something that is known in the Somali cabinet. This is something that the president knows. And therefore, Raila has secured the support of Somali because it's the president who will be voting. So I believe he's got the support of Somali. Now, not only that, I believe that the president of Somali has got other friends within the African continent. And some of them who are poised to vote for Madam Adams will now be voting for Raila. And so Raila has won big. Apart from the support base that he has secured in East Africa, Uganda's Museveni, Samia Suluhu, Tanzania, or we saw Rwanda's Kagame giving him support, Shikedi the same. Now he has expanded that territory. But Raila is not off the hook yet because there are other 4 candidates that he's going to face. We have Djibouti's Foreign Affairs Minister, Mohamed Ali Yusuf. We have Mauritius' Anil Kumar Singh Guyan. And of course, Madagascar's Richard Randriamandrato, as a very difficult name there. So Raila's got 3 other candidates. But when you look at the strength of the candidates that are remaining, Raila has got an upper hand. Experts are now saying that Raila can sail safely to the African Union Commission. Now, it is believed when Azimio went to the streets, led by Raila Amolo Odinga and the leaders and the supporters, and they were being killed by police when William Ruto unleashed police brutality on them, there was a negotiation that was begun by what is believed Chris Coons when he visited Kenya. And this gave birth to a NADCO committee led by Kalonzo Musyoka for the opposition and Kimani Chungwa for the government. And this is where it is believed Raila was prevailed upon to stop the demonstrations and go and seek the AUC commission chairmanship. Now it is very clear that the lobbying worked. And you've seen how Raila presented himself even at the height of heightened political temperatures when Gen Zs went to the streets, and he decided to prevail upon them in a way. When he joined hands with William Ruto, he gave William Ruto his people and they were appointed into the cabinet. Many people are still saying that Raila has betrayed Kenyans. But at the international level, I know they are applauding Raila for coming out at a time when the country was burning. It is on record that William Ruto went to him that someone wanted to topple his government, and he came in as a mzee and decided, due to his magnanimity, that they work together. Now, there are divided opinions. There are those who are saying, oh, we are metusaliti. Wengine wanasema he came up at the right time and decided that the country cannot burn, that we cannot take the country the Somali way. That's what has been said, because Somali for some years was very tensed because there was no proper government. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what your thoughts about it. Do you think now that the withdrawal and endorsement of Madam Adams, Raila now has an upper hand? Do you think the other candidates that are remaining pose any danger? Do you think they can give Raila a run for his money? If you ask me, it is now clear that Raila is going to clinch this seat, and maybe this is the real one. After his votes were stolen and he decided to let go, maybe those who rigged him out have now decided to reward him because they never wanted Raila anywhere close to that seat because of his policies. They believe that Raila is not a capitalist. They believe that he's a socialist. I think courtesy to the connection from the days of his father, when the father, after they got independence, the first president of Kenya was aligned directly to the capitalist, and Jaramogi Oginga Odinga was his father and was the first vice president. It is said was aligned to Russia. So they are very suspicious of Raila. They have never endorsed him. They have never wanted him to become the president of the country. And many say that Raila's attitude and his nature of working with people who have really vexed him and those people who have stolen his victory is one thing that has made him not to become the president of this country, and he will never see State House as a president. It is believed that there are people in this country who can kill everyone, even if it means they will remain only them and their families so that they become a president of their families. But Raila somehow fears this kind of a bloody affair. When things are tough and people are being killed, he retreats. But people have been asking, then why then does he go to the streets and people are killed? Then he retreats. Why can't he just decide that I'm not going for it, or I'm going for it fully? So, ladies and gentlemen, whether it was a sponsored deal, I don't know what has happened, but Raila is on his way to clinching that seat, because with that endorsement come with very many votes, and Raila, of course, thanked him there. I don't know what you think, but that is my take.